Hi everybody. You just missed chocolate and espresso, but we're glad to have you here. I decided we've been out pruning raspberries and busy, and I said that's it, we're done, and it started to rain. It's kind of been raining since I saw you last, so anyway, I wanted to show you a couple projects. One that is sort of coming to an end and one that's starting, and then I'll take you for a little tour. So Maggie just had a bath because when I was doing the raspberries, it doesn't matter what you're doing, she's got to be right in there. So she's in the dirt and you're pulling weeds out and trimming things. So she just had a bath. She's nice and clean. I hope she's going to behave herself. Yeah, I know, it's all about her. But let's forget about Maggie for a minute. Yeah, okay. Now, my project I'm going to start later this afternoon, I'm going to show you. As you see, some of the roots are coming right through this stuff that's wrapped around here. This it might be old grapevines or something. And it's nice as a decorator, but there's lots of places these healthy roots are coming through. So what's going to happen, I got my chimney tools here from doing all the wire. And, oh, you don't like these tools? She's gone. Oh, she thinks they're nail clippers. It's okay, it's not for your nails. She thinks it's her nail clippers. She is actually the best dog I've ever had to clip nails because she's very good and she knows she gets a treat after. Okay, that wasn't intentional, believe me. So what I'm going to do is I'm slowly going to pick all of this off. So next time on a video, you'll see this is gone. And the black rings go all the way up, and I think it might even look better than it does with this because it's showing its wear, and there's places where it's quite deteriorated. So at some time when I have to repot this, which won't be for quite a while because, you know, it's amazing. Watering day, I pulled out some bark and I had a real good look inside. And I thought, wow, you know, there's an amazing amount of roots in here. It's hard to believe, and they look healthy. And probably my house is on the lower range of humidity that's probably best for your orchids. Maybe in the winter I'm keeping it about 40, 50. But when you group them all together, and I have my Mr. Foggers in that area, I can bring it up another 10. Now, lately, because of all the rain, it's been a 60, so I don't usually turn them on then. But it's very hard to hold more than maybe 4 leaves, I think, or 5, if your humidity is going to help you hold leaves. Humidity and light are very important. So, that's why I have all the misters. That's why I group them all together because each one helps keep the area humid. So some people even suggest, even if it's other plants, it doesn't matter. Keeping them all together helps to keep the humidity good. So this is the project I'm going to be working on rainy days. I thought I'd do that before it gets any worse. So I'm just going to move that out the way a bit. And I'll show you what else I've been doing. And then I'll take you in the house. Now, these are pretty ugly. I'll probably show you a close-up. This one I plugged in because I wanted to. These have been, were kind of winter ones, and they had green tape on. And they've been hanging out in the greenhouse for, oh, they've been hanging in the greenhouse for maybe 5 years or more, and all the old tape has come off. I'll show you this one because this one even somehow got separated. It's Jack will have to fix it for me, but the wires come unhooked. And you can see close up. They're pretty yucky looking, but they work. Well, so that one needs a wire done. I have 3, and I got another one that's plugged in here, and you can, maybe you might see, they have a nice twinkle, but you'll see on the one in the other room. I better come down to your height when I show you. And what I've been doing is I have hockey tape. It's really, really cheap. And you can get it in black and white, but I'm using black right now, and I'm re-wrapping all these branches, and I've done one, and I want to show you that. So I'm going to take you on a little tour, and oh, the sun's trying to come out, and show you a few things. And thanks for coming to visit me. Sometimes I know I don't have a lot happening, but one thing I did this morning was my cymbidiums, which have been sitting on the ground on the cool side of the house, just getting the morning sun, where my hose is. And if I'm there at the hose, I usually spray them. And the dendrobiums were there too. And when I brought the dendrobiums in, I saw things crawling in there. So as you're bringing your stuff in from outside, that's one thing you have to check for. And I thought, holy, I even saw big earthworms in my pot, in my cymbidiums, and wood bugs, and I thought, oh dear. So I took them out and I dumped them out of their stuff, and the roots looked really good, lots of roots, nice and healthy, but lots of bugs and things. So I shook them out, I added some bark in the bottom of the pot, just put them back in how they were, and I rinsed the top off really good, put them in. I haven't had flowers on them. Those were 2 cymbidiums I got at a garage sale a couple years ago, and I've never had anything on them, but I'm still hoping. So I'll show you them, and then we'll go inside. So here we go. Yeah, poor Maggie. Yeah, there we go. So these are the cymbidiums I took out, and now I've cleaned them up pretty good. They've got some pleats from unusual watering early in the spring this year. I would say they're kind of a yellow-green. Other than that, they look pretty healthy. The roots looked really good. And the other one is back here. So those only 2 cymbidiums have until I start having success with them. Then that will be the only 2 I have. So here we go. Yeah, so look in here. I'm just totally amazed. A lot of them are starting to look like this. Lots of roots down there. Yeah. It was watering day yesterday, so sometimes what I do is just peek down here like that, and then I see, oh, does it need watered? So there's a nice new leaf coming. So this is going to be fixed, and it's got a lot of leaves, so hopefully this year we get a sprout. So let's go in the house, and I don't have any lights on in here except for the around the window. The first thing I do in the morning is turn the lights around the window on, because if the lights aren't on, it's a darker day. So anyway, here, now we're arguing what this is, but I'll show you a close-up. Tell me what you think. You know, it's got the end like an aerial root, I know, but lower down the bottom it's kind of green looking rather than white, so kind of early for a spike. Don't know, time will tell. But lots of leaves, and of course this is one that it was very sad for a long time with just 2 leaves, and now the last leaf came nice and big, so yeah, it's happy. And now that's one that almost died. And lots of new leaves coming on these. And lots of roots too, and that's what I wanted to see. So, yeah, no flowers, but they will. Over here though, see 2 buds. 1 flower is out. Isn't it cute? 2 more coming. And I think there's a couple more little veins in there trying to come. And here's the new leaf coming. Yeah. So that, and this is Moon Glow, the one that had the keiki. The keiki did not make it. If I get a keiki again from this beautiful plant, I'm going to let it stay on till the branch it's growing off of dies. I took it too soon, tried everything, it didn't make it. But I have to admit that the mother is happier. I can tell by the leaves. So, and these are my two hanging ones. So I think they've come through pretty good. I'm still opening the window a crack in the evening. So let's go here now. Okay, there it is. That are the ugly branches that I taped with black hockey tape. Now these are years old, and probably people would have threw them away. They were so ugly, but you know, they've turned out really nice. So I'm doing another one. Yep. So still waiting here for something to happen. And that opens. Don't you start. No, no. Hey, cut out. I better pick her up. Sorry, everybody. Just in case she gets ornery. Okay. So this is a look of what's going on in here. And these are the two that are the worst that I've been babying for some time. And the leaves are coming hard now, but still not big. And those were the old leaves. They were split and all ruffled looking. And I have another one down here. They're kind of get morning light and shade. And the same care as the rest, and they're slowly coming. So anyway, just a quick note. I want to say hi to everybody. And just watching the orchids grow leaves and roots, waiting for the time when we're getting our spikes. So thank you again for supporting my channel, and I love to have you every day. Bye.